Hi, this is Andrina, and I'm the author of the book Embody, The Power of Presence in an Age of Distraction. And welcome to day 14 of my live embodiment calendar. Now today I'm going to be doing the last of the 4 videos which are going to be helping you understand how you can benefit most from sleep to give you energy and focus and creativity and live the best you can of your life. And I find this probably one of the most useful, and that is a cure for insomnia. So what is insomnia? What happens? Well, when you go to bed, because we're up in our minds all the time, and when you finally fall asleep, the mind starts to relax, and these other parts of you come to the fore. Now what happens is that it's a very challenging, and the mind doesn't want to relax into a larger part of yourself, what I say the consciousness which is living in your body. So the mind will keep racing, and you have this feeling that you're racing all the time, the mind, and you can't get out of it. So what can you do? Well, yes, you can read a book, or you can take a pill, but that doesn't help you long term. So I'm going to be giving you what I call a stillness meditation, and it takes discipline. But even if you can do it for 5 or 10 or 15 minutes when you don't sleep, it will help you get back into having a deeper sleep again. So when you're awake and you can't go back to sleep, you're wide awake, you're in your thoughts. And all I know is that when that happens to me, it's the dark night of the soul. Everything always looks horrible at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. The problems magnify themselves. And then the next morning you think, well, what was that all about? But of course it makes you feel tired and groggy and grumpy, during the day. So what I do is, if I can't sleep, and I wait, and we live in Italy, and so I've got bells that go off. Actually, our bells go off twice a day. So at midnight, they ring twice in 12 times, and then 3 minutes pass, and then they ring 12 times again. So I know when I can't sleep because I hear the bells going off. So what I do is I keep this nice fluffy duvet right next to me, and I will pull myself up, and you want to keep warm. So I'll wrap that duvet around me, or a shawl, or a blanket, or whatever. And we live in a castle and it's very cold, so the room is very cold, so that's why I need to have this duvet. But if you're in a nice warm house and it's okay, as long as your shoulders are covered, what you want to do is keep your back go against the bedstand. And you can either keep your legs out, or you can cross them, whatever makes you comfortable, but you're trying to get your spine as straight as possible. And I just sit myself up, and it's almost like sand dropping down into my body. My awareness, which is up in my head, like this, right? It's going around with all these thoughts, right? Or the emotions, or you're up here. I just keep feeling my belly, my dantian, this part of myself which I call home. And you won't be able to really feel anything, but just keep telling yourself, okay, I can feel, what am I aware of? What am I aware of? I learned this from Lorraine, who was probably the most advanced spiritual teacher that I've really ever worked with, and was at the forefront of the exploration of consciousness movement. And this is what she would do with people to help them embody. And you would just start saying to yourself, what am I aware of? What am I aware of? And there's many things you can do. You can say, well, what am I aware of? Am I aware of feeling anything on my cheeks? Am I aware that it's cold? You want to bring your senses out. Can I be aware of my hands? And so sometimes I'll leave my hands on my legs, and I'll focus my attention, because it's the attention is really one of the greatest tools you have. You focus your attention on your belly, or focus the attention on this part of your body, like that. And just rest. That's all you have to do. I'll see if I can do this at the end, give you a meditation at the end of this Advent calendar that will help. And see if you can do that for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. But you'll find that there's a relaxing within you, and I can, oh yes, ah. And for me, it feels like sand dropping into a still glass. It's a physical process. And once you start feeling that, sometimes I do this for 2 hours at night if I can't go back down in my body again. But what I try to do is, even for 10 minutes, it will help you physically get out of your spinning mind and contact you back into your body again. And it will help you. Then you can slip down into the bed and you will find it will make you go into a deeper sleep. If not, try to do it again. But that is an incredibly useful tool that I've been using for years to be able to give myself a deeper sleep every single night, no matter what happens during the day. So I hope that's helpful, and we'll see you tomorrow.